Now, it's not unusual to have a vacation romance. You know, you meet someone, instantly hit it off, find a spark and connection, and thank the stars for bringing you both together. But what if that connection was with a four-legged furball? That's exactly what happened to Mirelle Radley when she headed to Peru. But it's what's happened next that's the real story. And here to share that with you is Mirelle herself and her bestie, Paddington. Hey, Mirelle. Hey, Paddington. How you guys doing?
Hi, we're good, thank you.
Well, this is fascinating. I'm fully aware of the story and I'm entrenched in it and I love it. It's well documented on Instagram, but can you share with our viewers at home exactly what happened?
Yeah, sure. So essentially, I was hiking in Peru, traveling through different parts of the country, and we stayed at this little cabin, and I was just sitting down to read my book, and all of a sudden, a small fluffy being appeared next to me doing pretty much this exact thing here. And basically he just didn't leave. I thought he's maybe just passing by. He must have a home because he's so friendly. But no, he just very much adopted me, I say, rather than I adopted him. He wouldn't leave. He stayed at the cabin. We went hiking and on like a horse ride up into the mountains and came back, and he was sitting outside the cabin, and he followed me into the town and back out of town every day. And my cousin was like, you have to take this dog, this is your dog. And it kind of just more dawned on me that he didn't want to leave. And I was like, I don't know if this is really possible, but we managed to find some help. There was a local charity, a local rescue run by a lady called Emily. She runs Colitas con Canis, and she very kindly helped me figure out a way to get him home. And there was 4 months of long waiting and extensive planning to do this sort of 10 days, which ended up being 2 weeks because we got stuck, journey to get him back through 5 different countries and many layers of red tape and bureaucracy. But eventually we managed to get him home.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. You know, you obviously, you fell in love with Paddington. Paddington clearly instantly loved you from the get-go. What was that experience like? And also, that's where kind of like some of the Instagram connection really started to blow up for you. But you also got assistance and help from other people online, where the internet did the thing it does best, which is the positive stuff, right?
Yes, it was kind of snowballed into one of those things where everybody says, oh, I didn't really expect it to kind of like blow up. The very initial video I posted, which was on TikTok, was just like, more, what do I kind of do in this situation? Is this normal? Like, is there a way to leave him somewhere safe? Kind of like, I'm not really sure what to do. And that kind of escalated and snowballed. And then everybody was like, oh, you should try and keep him. And I kind of at that point had already admitted that he wasn't going anywhere. And so I needed to figure out a way of doing this. So I was like, right, well, I'm going to figure this out no matter what. And then I came home and everybody was like, make an Instagram for him. So I made him an Instagram, and it just went crazy on Instagram. And we raised so much money that it was more than he needed to get him home. And I was able to pay it forward for another girl in a similar situation who, there was a dog at Emily's rescue charity she was really in dire need of a home, and she'd found a really good bond with this girl called Paulie. So I was able to kind of pass that money on to her, who was a complete stranger. I didn't know her. And so that was really cool to be able to kind of pay it forward. So it's not just him that got home, it was her, and this is now kind of snowballed into 4 other dogs, which we've gone on since then to kind of help rehome. So it's really cool, the effect of the positive side of the internet, as you said.
Yeah, I mean, you've snowballed this, like you said, into an massive Instagram account. We'll talk about your book very quickly in a second. But like you mentioned, you're now assisting other people in transporting dogs from places like Peru to forever homes, other places around the country, which is incredible. And you put all of this stuff into this book. So we're dying to hear more about that. Can you share us more about what the book's going to be about?
Yeah, sure. So this is kind of the story of where I was in my life initially before I kind of met him, and then the really long process of getting him back and all of the kind of ups and downs. I mean, just that sort of 10-day journey alone is a good chunk of the book, because when I was talking this through with my publisher, she was like, you're gonna have to like cut bits out, because every single day there was at least 4 different problems we had to go through and problem solve to fix, that just made each day was just such a monumentous effort to get through, to get to the end of that journey. Like we nearly ended up sucking in Colombia, then we did get stuck in France and fighting through like all of this bureaucracy, and it was just like one thing after another. And so that there's a lot in there, and a lot of it was shared online, but there are lots of bits in there that weren't. So there should be lots of interesting bits of twists and turns of the story, and then kind of how he settled into online, and also kind of a bit more of my inner monologue, I suppose, of how I was kind of finding the experience that was very overwhelming, of now kind of being like thrust into this, entrusted by all of these people who were just trusted me, a stranger to them, to help get this dog back and do what I've said to do, and set out to actually give him this home that he deserves.
Yeah, I mean, it's an incredible story. It's also, I see, about, you know, embracing the moment and following your heart. For anyone out there watching who maybe takes a pause on things like that, what would you say to them about just that, following their heart and living in the moment?
Yeah, I would definitely say, and it's a cliche to say kind of like life's too short, but you might think, oh, well, this is going to happen. This is going to happen if I do X, Y, Z, but you have absolutely no idea what could happen and what it could turn into. So if you're thinking about doing something or you're not sure on the expectations of what other people might think, but it's something you genuinely think, well, I quite like to do that, you should just do it, because it could turn into a random street dog adopting you and then changing the course of your life forever. And I couldn't have predicted that.
That's true. Well, Mirelle, thank you for your time. Paddington's such a good boy. Give him a little kiss and a cuddle for me. Thank you for that as well. So you can pre-order Paddy from Peru, which comes out on July 21st by visiting the website on your screen, and join along on their friendship every day by going to Instagram and hitting that follow button after searching Paddington from Peru.